Good morning, students. Myself, I am Dr. S.P. Ole, HOD, SDSM Junior College Department of Chemistry, Palghar. Students, in previous lecture, we will discuss about the animal's behavior and comparable physical properties of the group 16, 17, 18. In that, we discuss much more detail all the physical properties and animal's behavior of oxygen, fluorine, and related rest of the atoms also of the group 16, 17, and 18. Now, we're going to discuss about the chemical properties of the elements of group 16, 17, 18. What do you mean by chemical properties? These are the chemical reactions. In short, you learn. But related with that, other factors also affecting in the course of the chemical reaction. And these factors are like oxidation states. Later on, we can discuss about the reactivity toward the hydrogen, then reactivity toward the oxygen, then reactivity toward the halogens, then reactivity toward the metals. So in this way, we can discuss today this is near about 5 points. One by one, we'll see oxidation state. First of all, we have to know what do you mean by oxidation state. It is state of the element in which or which can be occur by loss or gain of the electrons from its outermost shell. Now, up to this stage, oxygen is divalent. From the oxygen, what are the number of electrons are given out or taken? That can be decided its oxidation state normally -2. Similarly, fluorine has the -1. Hydrogen has the +1 like that. We discuss one by one about the groups 16. In that, common oxidation states are -2, +2, +4, and +6. While in group 17, common oxidation states is -1. Group 18 means noble gases have the stable valence shell electron configuration, and that's why there is no tendency to gain or lose the electron. Means octet saturation is there, octet of group 18 is completed. In group 16, oxygen in peroxide shows minus 1 state. So what is this one? Peroxide. Suppose H2O2. In H2O2, if you refer the hydrogen has +1, two hydrogen has +2, then to compare or to neutralize that one, you have to take for two oxygen -2 means one oxygen has -1. So that you can learn in the oxidation reduction as well as nature of the chemical bond chapters. Later on, fluorine has only -1 oxygen state, while group 18 has the 0. Stability of lower oxygen state is +4, which can be increased, and higher oxygen state +6. It is decreased due to the inner pair effect that you know. Later on, chlorine, bromine, and iodine they shows other oxygen state also like +1, +3, +5, +7, and as per that they can form the compound. Later on, group 18 has the 0. Then some note form I want to give. These note forms, oxygen does not shows higher oxygen state because oxygen has only s and p orbitals and has the no vacant d orbital because already has the less electron. 8 is the atomic number. That's why there is no question arises about the d orbital. So it has no vacant d orbital also. Later on, the oxygen states +4 and +6 occur in the oxides of the oxoacids of chlorine, bromine. Later on, in group 18, the unpaired electrons are shared with fluorine or oxygen atoms and covalent compounds showing higher oxygen state like xenon difluoride. In that xenon has +2. Then xenon tetrafluoride it has in that xenon has +4. Then xenon hexafluoride it has in that xenon has +6. Then xenon dioxide in that xenon has xenon trioxide in that xenon has +6. Then xenon oxyfluoride in that xenon has +6 are formed. Then in case of group 16 bonding, In plus 4 and plus 6, oxygen states are primarily covalent. Primarily means what? At the initial state. So it shows bonding with respect to plus 4 and plus 6 oxygen states in primary stage or first stage. Then second property we'll discuss, chemical property we'll discuss, that is reactivity toward the hydrogen. Means when your hydrogen going to combine with this element, that time what do they shows? In group 16, all elements of the group 16 forms hydrates. E plus H2, it gives out H2E, where E represents elements like oxygen, sulfur, selenium, tellurium, polonium, which are the elements of group 16. In that, all hydrates has angular structure which involve sp3 hybridization of central atom of group 16. So this sp3 shows what tetrahedral type of configuration also, or geometry also. Group 17, in that elements of the group 17 reacts with hydrogen to give hydrogen halides. One reaction you can see, H2 plus X2, it gives twice HX, where X equal to fluorine, chlorine, bromine and iodine. Then group 18, in that noble gases are chemically inert towards hydrogen due to their stable electronic configuration. Now here these noble gases had such type of basic property about their chemically inertness. That's why chemically these are inert. Means you may say these are non-reactive with other elements as well as hydrogen. Then next one order we'll see about the group 16. In that order, thermal stability order regarding group 16 we can see by the reaction water plus H2S. It has the order like what? H2O greater than H2S greater than H2SE greater than H2TE. Then thermal stability of group 17 is HF greater than HCl greater than HBr greater than HI, but comparable in group 18 we cannot observe because it has the inert nature. Bond angle, H2 greater than H2S greater than H2SE greater than H2TE. Then bond dissociation enthalpy we can discuss in case of group 17, that is of HF greater than HCl greater than HBr greater than HI. Then acidic character, H2O less than H2S less than H2Se less than H2TE. Then acidic character, HF less than HCl less than HBr less than HI. Then reducing power, H2O less than H2S less than H2Se less than H2TE. While reducing power in case of group 17 is HF less than HCl less than HBr less than HI, and that cannot be observed in case of group 18. Later on, some structure you can see on screen. First structure is the water molecule. In that, on oxygen atom there is a two lone pair of electrons, and it can shows the theta is of 104 degree. Means reducing power is theta is 104 degree. Now why the lone pairs are there on the oxygen atom, that we discussed in the previous lecture as well as in the 11th standard. Because oxygen atom has the atomic number 8, its configuration is 1s2 2s2 2px1 2py1. In the ground state, in excited state, one electron can be jumped from 2s2 to the outermost 2pz, and that's why it has what 4 unpaired electron, but 2s2 remain pair. That's why it has what 2 lone pair of electron, and 1 is 2 also there. Later on, in case of sulfur, it also 2 lone pair of electron in hydrogen sulfide. So its theta is 92 degree. In case of selenium hydride, in that theta value is 91 degree. Then in case of tellurium hydride, in that theta value is 90.5 degree. All these values of the theta are variable, and difference also we can see. Delta theta equal to 104 minus 92 means 12 degree in case of water. In case of hydrogen sulfide and selenium hydride, the difference is of 1 degree. Then in case of selenium hydride and tellurium hydride, the difference is of 0.5 degree. So this is the comparable difference of their theta value in case of group 16, 17 and 18 molecules. Then reactivity toward the oxygen. In case of group 16, all the elements of group 16, they can form oxides of the type EO2, and EO2 where E is equal to sulfur, selenium, tellurium, polonium, which are the elements of the group 16. Then group 17, elements of group 17 halogens, they can form many oxides with oxygen, but the most of them are unstable. Then group 18, noble gases elements are chemically inert and they do not directly react with oxygen. In case of EO2 type of oxides, fluorine oxides, that also will compare. Then in case of EO2 types of oxides of group 16, ozone O3 and sulfur dioxide SO2 are gases, while selenium dioxide SiO2 is solid, and they are acidic in nature and reacts with water, they can form the acid. So acidic nature has that. SO2 plus water molecule by combining will get H2SO3 means what, sulfurous acid. Then on the other hand, in case of fluorine oxides, in that fluorine can form two oxides like OF2 and O2F2. Then in that, however, only the OF2 is thermally stable at 298 Kelvin, so both are stronger and which are the fluorinating agents. But that we cannot compare with the group 18 also. Then group 16, 17, 18, in that the reducing property of dioxides decreases from SO2 to TO. Then SO2 is the reducing while TO2 serve as an oxidizing agent. The reason, somebody has the capacity to donate or accept electron. As per that, we can decide the reducing and oxidizing nature. Then group 17, in that oxides, chlorine oxides will see. Chlorine oxides like Cl2O, ClO2, Cl2O6 and Cl2O7 are highly reactive oxidizing agents and they tend to explode. So that is the difference of this one. Later on, EO2 type, EO3 type of oxides. SO3 is the gas while SiO2, TiO3 are solid at room temperature, while they are acidic in nature and they react with water to form acids. Then SiO3 plus water, it gives out H2SiO4. Then selenic acid. Then TO3 plus 3 water, it gives H6TO6. It is the telluric acid. Then in case of bromine oxides, in that bromine oxides Br2O, then BrO2, then BrO3 are the least stable halogen oxides and they are very powerful oxidizing agents. But that we cannot compare with the group 18 element. Later on, group 16, that it cannot be compared, but group 17, 18 can be compared regarding their iodic iodine oxides. Iodine oxides I2O, I2O5, then I2O4, I2O4, I2O5 and I2O7 are insoluble solids and they can be decomposed by heating. I2O6 is a very good oxidizing agent and it can be used for the estimation of carbon monoxide. One note we can see, that note is higher the oxides of halogens are more stable than the lower ones or lower oxides, and that cannot be compared with group 16 and 18 also. Then fourth point we can discuss, that is reactivity toward the halogens. Group 16, in that elements of the group 16 can be reacts with halogens to give large number of halides of the types EX6 and EX4 and EX2, whereas E is equal to sulfur, selenium, tellurium, while hexahalides of group 16 SF6, SEF6 and TF4, TF6 are formed by direct combination. They are odorless gases. They have sp3d2 hybridization and they possesses octahedral structure. Group 17, in that halogens of the group 17 combines among themselves and they form number of the compounds known as interhalogen compound, which are which shows following types like XX, XX3, XX5, then XX7, like that, where X is the halogen or atom with larger size and X is the halogen atom with smaller size. Then in case of group 18, in that group 18 elements noble gases or inert gases are chemically inert. In that krypton and xenon, however, react they directly with fluorine and they gives rise to their concerned fluorides. Later on, we can discuss about the tetrahalides. In case of tetrahalides like SF4, ACF4, TF4, TCl4, they has sp3 hybridization and thus they shows trigonal bipyramidal geometry with one equatorial position. It can be occupied by lone pair of electrons. Then dihalogen or dihalides. SCl2, ACCl2, TCl2 have sp3 hybridization and thus possesses tetrahedral structure with two equatorial positions and they can be occupied the lone pairs of the electrons. That we cannot compare with group 17, but we can compare with group 18. Now, in case of group 18, in that group 18 elements has the noble electron configuration or noble gases also we can call that one. These are chemically inert. In that krypton and xenon, however, they react directly with fluorine to give their fluorides. For example, here Xc xenon plus fluorides at about 673 Kelvin, it gives XcF4. Then these XcF4 are crystalline and colorless, which can be sublime in sublimation readily at 298 Kelvin, and that's why they are powerful fluorinating agent. Then group 16, we can see, we can discuss. In case of group 16, monohalides will see. Monohalides are dimeric in nature, means there's two poles. Example S2F2, S2Cl2, Ac2Cl2, and AcBr2. So these dimeric halides undergoes decomposition, sorry, disproportion. Then Ac2Cl2, it gives AcCl4 plus thrice Ac. While stability of the halides, it can be decreased in the order like fluorides greater than chlorides, greater than bromides, greater than iodides, that we cannot be compared with 17 and 18 groups. And the next property is reactivity towards metals. In that group 16, elements of group 16 reacts with metals to form corresponding compound. For example, 4 aluminium plus 3 oxygen, it gives twice Al2O3 means alumina you may say. Then copper plus sulfur it gives out copper sulfide. Magnesium plus selenium it gives out magnesium salide or selenide. That can be compared with group 17. In that elements of group 17 means halogens reacts with metals instantly to give metal halides. Example, to sodium plus chlorine liquid it gives twice NaCl solid, and magnesium solid plus bromine liquid it gives magnesium bromide in solid state. Now we can compare with group 18. In that noble gases they do not directly react with metal, but under some drastic condition it can be react. But remember, generally they cannot be react. Later on, group 16 and 18 we cannot be compare, but group 17 about that we can speak. Iodine character or of halides decreases in order to Mf means metal fluoride greater than metal chloride greater than metal bromide greater than metal iodide, where M is the monovalent metal. Monovalent metal like what sodium or potassium, it has the oxygen state only one. So these are monovalent metal. Then metal halides having metals in their higher oxidation states which are more covalent than that of the uh, metals which has the lower oxidation state. For example, SnCl4, then PbCl4, then Pb, SbCl5, and UF6 are the more covalent compound than that of the SnCl2, PbCl2, then SbCl3 and UF4 respectively. So these points we can discuss about only the group 17, but we cannot discuss about the group 16 and 18 elements. So students, at this stage, I think we uh, finish all the chemical properties also or chemical reactivity also. What we discussed today? We discussed today about the chemical properties of the group 16, 17, and 18 one by one. That is of in that first point, oxygen state. Second point, we discuss reactivity toward the hydrogen, then reactivity toward the oxygen, then we discuss reactivity toward the halogen, means of uh, chlorine, bromine, fluorine, like that. Later on, reactivity toward the metal, in that monovalent metal. So, like what sodium and that, these are monovalent. Mainly or especially, we are going to perform the reaction with this one. In that, we have to see some element like what magnesium divalent also, but majorly we have to prefer here monovalent. That is the reactivity toward the metal is the fifth point of this discussion. Later on in next lecture, we are going to discuss about the allotropy of the elements. So till that time, you have to revise the topic what are the we learned today and study well. Students, take care, stay home, stay safe. Thank you. God bless you.